Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you tune in and see this, day or night, and wherever you are in the world. This is going to be a general reading for Pisces for June 1st through June 15th. So it is general, it can cover anything from love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you. And if it does or doesn't resonate, I always encourage everyone to get their own free birth chart online. You can still get a pretty good one even out without your birth time if you don't know your birth time. And then you can find out your other sign placements. For instance, what's your sun, rising, moon, and Venus signs to get a more full picture of what's going on for you. So always feel free to check out my other zodiac readings here on my channel, or also read your other zodiac placements when you read your horoscope in general. Okay, so we're going to get into reading in just a moment here. I've shuffled all your cards and pulled everything out for you, Pisces. So when you are watching this, if you're not watching the live and you're watching it later and you want to look at a picture of all the cards that I've pulled up for you here today, I will be posting it at the end of this video on my Facebook page. So if you want to check that photo out at any time, you can just go in the description box below and follow the instructions there to see the photo. I also wanted to say that whenever you see this message, it is meant for you since time is fluid and relative. So for instance, it could resonate for you 6 months in the past, okay, or 6 months in the future, what did I say, 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 hours. You kind of get what I'm trying to say there. So always feel free to keep that in mind as well. Making sure you guys can see my little dolphin over here. My friend got me this cool dolphin candle, so I don't know if you can see it. I'll just show you real quick. Isn't this so cool? All right, that's my dolphin candle, y'all. Anyway, this is a Pisces reading, a water sign, so maybe the dolphin wanted to show himself or herself. Anyway, so yeah, let's get started for your reading here, Pisces. We're going to do a little sound bow just for some general healing and grounding for the reading. So if you want to, you can take a deep breath in and out whenever, and you can also just listen if you like. Okay, Pisces. Also wanted to say, if you're new, welcome, and if you're coming back, welcome back, of course. All right. Let's see what we have for you. Just set the timer here. So we're going to start with your first main 6 cards, okay, and then get into your tarot confirmation cards and also go over what's on the top and the bottom of each deck here, okay? But this first row is energy starting around today, June 1st, can be a little bit before, a little bit after, going through this first week of June into the first weekend, and then the second row is about the same, so it's the second week and weekend of June till about the 15th or so. All right, so let's see what we have here. You have the Justice card in reverse, 6 of Cups in reverse, Judgment upright, 6 of Swords in the reverse, Prince of Sacred Circles or Prince of Pentacles upright, and the Strength card upright. Okay, so Pisces, it is, there's a Pisces moon tonight. I didn't even know that. I was planning on, well, I started this reading a little bit, I started meditating on your reading the other night, and then it was kind of late, and something told me to just wait. And then I saw this morning when I was checking the astrology that today is the Pisces moon. So I was like, oh, perfect. So I didn't plan that, it just kind of happened. But anyway, I'll take it as a good luck sign for the reading and for you, Pisces. But yeah, so when we start off with your first card here, this is the Justice card in reverse position. This could be energy from the recent past that's still kind of lingering around a little bit. But there could have been, Pisces, something that wasn't justified, or wasn't brought to justice in the way that you wanted or someone else wanted. Okay, again, this can always be your energy, Pisces, in the reading, or the person or people you're dealing with, or your general environment or situation here. But whatever this thing that wasn't justified or brought to justice in the way that you had hoped, this could have something to do with a past person or past situation or something to do with your past. This also, we'll get more into it as the reading goes on, but it could have something to do with a union that was out of balance. Okay, so a union can be a romantic partner, it can be union with different parts of yourself, it can be a work union, a partnership, it can be friends or family. So I just wanted to say that as well. But we will get more into that as we go on through the reading, and there's also some really positive, excellent cards here for you. So I would always say, hold on. Oh yeah, let me show you the Justice card here, right? This is what we started with. We focus here with this camera, all right? So you can see, since it's in the reverse position, normally someone's sitting on this throne, they're holding the sword of justice or mental clarity kind of in their lap here, okay? There's a snake at the bottom wrapping around their legs, and it almost looks like their legs are tree trunks, and then there's the justice scales on the bottom that have cobwebs on them, and some type of tablet. Okay, it could be like significant of the 10 Commandments kind of tablet. I don't know if you guys can see that here in the very bottom, if it would focus. But anyway, so this could be saying, since it's in the reverse for you, that again, there wasn't something that was rooted in the truth for you, okay, that was either brought to justice or not brought to justice yet, or there was a judgment that was passed that you didn't agree with, but something here is definitely out of balance as well, since the justice scales are in the reverse. So it could just be some stagnant energy from the recent past kind of hanging around. And when it kind of is going together with your next card in order here, Pisces, with the Six of Cups in the reverse, okay, that's why I said it could be dealing with something from the past for you. It could have some feeling of nostalgia if it's not an event from the past or a person or people from the past, okay. There could also be some energy of not wanting to learn a new skill or advance in some way, because when this card is in the right side up position in this deck, you see this young guy here, and he's studying with this older alchemist, okay? So when it's in the reverse, again, it could be not wanting to keep with some studies or not wanting to advance in some way, something like that for some of you, since it is a general reading. But it's really just dealing with something from the past, dealing with childhood nostalgia, childhood issues, something like that, okay? But also normally when the Six of Cups is up, it is an equal give and take, okay? You don't see it as much depicted in this card, but the energy is still there. So the teacher gives as much to the student gives to the teacher, if you get what I'm saying. So when this card shows up too in the reverse, it could be saying, when I said that this might have something to do with a union that was out of balance, this is kind of echoing that a little bit. It's one of your first confirmation cards that we will get into later, because I want to go in order, but that could be definitely for some of you guys, okay? So this is actually where my guides want me to talk to you about what was on the top and the bottom of your first deck here. So this is the Llewellyn deck, the one with the yellow border. Hopefully you can see it far away. I'll show you in a second. This is the one I use for my confirmation cards, okay? But your first one that was on the top was the Six of Wands in reverse, and what was on the bottom was the King of Swords upright. So this could be saying that in the recent past, you possibly had some type of celebration put on hold, or you're not feeling a lot of support around you. Again, there was a stagnant energy, but despite that energy, you were still really clear about something. You had a lot of mental clarity, and you had the ability to see things from a higher perspective, to see things from a larger point of view that was really helpful to you. Okay, so I just want to show you those two cards, like in comparison with the Justice in reverse, your first card, and the Six of Cups in reverse here. So hopefully it'll focus. There you go. All right. So like I was saying, there was something that could have not been brought to justice in the way that you wanted, or a judgment didn't happen the way you wanted, or there was just an out of balance energy with the justice scales. Not only are they reversed for you, but even when the card is right side up, I forgot to mention this, or I mentioned it but didn't show you. Hopefully it'll focus. The justice scales are like covered in cobwebs, right? So that's another kind of hint. Hopefully it'll focus. Maybe not. You could kind of take my word for it, but come on there, camera. Oh, almost had it. Camera, come on. You know you want to focus on this card, camera. There we go. See the way bottom there? I don't want to move too much because it'll go out of focus. On the bottom left over here on this side, or is that your my left, your right? Okay, the balance scales are covered in cobwebs. Okay, so again, another possible significance to something from the past, or justice wasn't being used. There wasn't an equal give and take in something. Okay, it could be a repeating pattern for some of you guys as well. But again, with the Six of Cups to somebody from the past, issues from the past, childhood issues, nostalgic feeling, and also just not wanting to give as much to the teacher doesn't want to give as much to the student, or somebody doesn't want to advance in some way or continue learning something, okay? And again, if this isn't your energy, Pisces, it could be the person or people you're dealing with, or just your general environment or situation. But like I said, let's hold on because there are some good cards too. So let's move forward. All right. So your third card here is actually the Judgment card, and it doesn't usually, come out very often with the Justice card. Okay, Justice was in reverse as your first card, and then Judgment card right side up is your third card here. All right. So this is an energy of a final judgment being made, okay, that maybe has something to do with the justice in the previous past or recent energies too, that wasn't justified or weighed and judged correctly, and now it is, okay? This also could be, for some of you guys, an energy of deciding whether you want to resurrect something, bring something back to life, start something up again that is from the past, right? I mentioned that before, okay? Because normally, sometimes in other decks, when you see the Judgment card, there's people in their graves, and there's an angel blowing the horn, right? It's the Judgment Day, the last day of the world or whatever, and they're bringing people back out of their graves. Okay, so that's the rebirth of something from the past. So you could still be considering that, or the other person could, or it's just that energy that's going around. There's a lot of emotions, okay? And there's some issues here, possibly for some of you, with ego and identity. You see this woman who's like floating up in the corner of the card, and she's looking into a mirror, and she's actually punching the mirror, okay? So the mirror is reflections, okay? Emotions, how do you see yourself? How do other people see you? So whatever this judgment is that happens for you, or if it already started happening and it comes to even another deeper level of the judgment, as long as you don't go in the direction of being self-destructive within yourself or to others, then you'll be okay. All right. Now, let's keep going forward. So again, that's energy from possibly the first week and weekend of June, okay? So then your fourth card here, which is starting the second week of June, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. This is beautiful. This is talking about letting go of any past anxieties, overthinking, worry, depression, staying up late at night, worrying about stuff. Hopefully it'll focus in a minute. There we go. So, when the Judgment card is right side up, not Judgment, sorry, when the Six of Swords is right side up, you see this like, Japanese looking man meditating, and he's trying to find answers, right? And he's trying to balance his emotions to make these swords come in the reverse position. So by the second week, it looks like you could be doing that, Pisces, and that's how you want to see this card. You want to see it in the reverse position. So I said, like, you're going to be letting go of that stuff and finally getting control of your emotions and letting go of this too much stuck in the head energy. Okay. Now, before we go forward, I want to talk really quickly, because this is where my guides told me to talk to you about what was on the top and the bottom of your other deck. This is the Ancestral Path Tarot that I'm using for the main six here. Okay, so anyway, what was on the top was 10 of Staves or 10 of Wands upright. And what was on the bottom was Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so this is, again, anytime you look at stuff, I don't know if I said this earlier, this on the top and the bottom of the deck, it kind of explains why certain cards have come out. So it's energy still kind of, excuse me, lingering around from like the recent past. Okay, so in the recent past, you could have come to the end of a journey. Okay, since it's a 10 card, it's completion of something. Hopefully it'll focus in just a minute here. With this African woman, she's got the child on her back and one in front of her, and she's holding the 10 wands. Okay, that's what you call in other decks, or 10 staves. Okay, and so this is the end of one journey, the beginning of something new. Okay, so in the recent past, you're ending something in some way, right? Could be a relationship, could be a job, could be a philosophy, a cycle, whatever it is. And when that happened, you were able to make more decisions with the heart. You could have been coming out of a period in the way past where, when this card was right side up, you were not taking action. You were observing and trying to make a decision with your heart and not just your logic. So then when it comes in reverse for you, you're ready to make that decision with the heart, and you're ready to come into more action. Okay, so this is kind of just explaining why we have as your fourth card the Six of Swords in reverse here. Okay, so you have both the swords in the reverse, and that's how you want to see that. Okay, so that's really nice for you. All right, so moving forward, back to your fifth card here. Your fifth card is the Prince of Sacred Circles upright, or also known as the Prince of Pentacles upright. And here you see this Native American man, once it starts focusing, and he's holding a peace pipe. Okay, so this is all about some type of communication. All right, it's about abundance, since it is a pentacle. Okay, even though it's the sacred circles, that's just what they call it here. Okay, so abundance can be several different things, right? It can be money, it can be good health, more time with friends or family, starting a business, whatever you want to manifest, that is your abundance, right? And so when this card comes in here, it could be saying that there is some type of medium communication, right? So what is a medium communication? Okay, let's say somebody says they want to get a cup of coffee with you, or tea, or whatever. That would be a small offer. That would be a page, right? So the page is underneath the prince or the knight. Okay, so what would be a medium size offer or prince offer could be they want to have dinner with you, or lunch. Okay, so that, I guess lunch would be second, right? So kind of understanding what I'm saying here, but hopefully you do. Let me know if you don't. But yeah, so basically with this Prince of Sacred Circles here, he's holding the peace, right? That's like the peace pipe, all about communication as well. So it could be that you're now ready to give a communication to somebody, right? A medium-sized communication, or someone gives you a medium-sized communication, or it's just the general universe, your guides, angels, whatever you want to call it, bringing some type of medium-sized opportunity to you. And this could be happening again more towards the second week of June. But either way, this is really positive energy. It's forward momentum, okay? And also the reason why he has the peace pipe and is considered communication, even in hoodoo, right, which is the candles that I do, you use tobacco for communication, okay? So that's just like a little side note. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. But anyway, moving forward here, Pisces. So your last card in the main six, beautiful, is the Strength card in the right side up position. So you see this African woman here with the lion once it focuses. There we go. Okay, so this is all about courage, passion, creativity, forward momentum. This is saying that you have the strength that you need to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, okay, whatever you want to manifest, whatever type of form of abundance you currently want in your life. Okay, and you do see really small above her head is the infinity symbol in the clouds. Okay, so this is saying, again, that there's timeless energy for you. So whether you don't, you could be like, oh, I don't feel particularly strong at this time, whether it's mentally or physically or both or whatever, but you do have the ability to pull this strength out of you. Okay. So this is a beautiful card to end your main six here. And this could be happening more towards the end of the second week or even second weekend of June. But really nice. All right. So with that being said, Pisces, let's get into your confirmation cards. So you have the Lovers in reverse, which I kind of hinted at earlier, but we'll go more into detail. You have Nine of Pentacles upright, and then you have Four of Pentacles in the reverse here. Okay, so the Lovers in reverse. This is energy again from the recent past, okay? And this is that union that was out of balance that I was talking about, that I kind of mentioned briefly with your first card, the Justice in reverse. There could have been a union, right? Since the Lovers card, it could be a romantic union, could be a work partnership, could be with friends or family, or even with different parts of yourself that was out of balance, okay, because they're both in reverse, right? Actions weren't justified. There wasn't an equal give and take, okay? Judgments weren't made correctly, something like that, okay? But this is, again, energy from the recent past. And, you know, a lot of times, like when we have stuff that isn't fun to deal with, because we all have moments like that in our life, it can be a catalyst for us. Once we get over the initial hurt, right, then we can use it as a fuel, a reason to change something for the better or to move forward, right? And so I really feel like that for you, okay, because the Lovers in reverse is also confirming the Six of Swords in reverse, right? And so this card, again, was about finding a place where your emotions were more balanced, where you weren't stuck in your head as much, you weren't overthinking, you weren't having as much anxiety or worry. Yes, right on the bell there. Okay, so that is really beautiful. And again, it could be because that union in the past was out of balance. And so it made you rethink things and regroup and get more your mental stuff together. So that is good. And your emotions too. Okay. Now, your second confirmation card here, this is really nice, is the Nine of Pentacles in the upright position, okay? So this is all about having a skill, determination, focus, abundance, right? She feels like she has all the tools that she needs. She even has a little scribe behind her, like, oh, what do you want from the store, baby? Like, whatever, okay? There's some geese, and just like you see all this plentiful imagery here, okay? But she's also holding a falcon that you see in a lot of other decks too. So that's the skill, determination, and focus, okay? And so the only thing I can say with the Nine of Pentacles is even though she has all of this, she also needs to enjoy it and slow down a little bit, okay? Because she could have worked really hard to get to this position, but she also wants to enjoy the smaller things in life that aren't outside of herself or outside of nature, right? So put the money aside, put the people aside, even put her skill and determination and focus aside for a moment and make sure that she's enjoying herself and enjoying nature and just, slowing down a little bit, okay? But this energy, this abundant energy here for you, when it's confirming the Six of Cups in reverse and the Prince of Sacred Circles or Prince of Pentacles upright, it's basically saying that, again, the Six of Cups could have been a catalyst to get into this Nine of Pentacles energy here for you, Pisces, okay? So in the past, okay, there was, right, remember something that wasn't balanced, or you didn't want to advance in some way in a schooling situation or level up in a work situation, whatever it be, okay? Or there wasn't just in general an equal give and take between two people, or you weren't, it's kind of the same energy as the Seven of Wands or the Seven of Staves in reverse from this deck, where there could have been lessons from the past, right? Since the Six of Cups is a past card, lessons from the past or lessons from childhood or lessons from even a nostalgic feeling that you were having a hard time integrating into your present moment, okay? But the more that you do that right, then you will come into the Nine of Pentacles energy, this abundant, clear, focused, determined, I have everything I need, I have support all around me, all of that beautiful energy, okay? And when it's also confirming the Prince of Sacred Circles or Prince of Pentacles, right? These are technically both pentacle cards if you want to look at it that way. And one, it just says Sacred Circles in this deck, but it is a pentacle card, okay? But yeah, the more that you get your skill and determination and focus together, and you remember you do have support around you, Pisces, okay? And you start enjoying life and slowing down a little bit and appreciating the little things, the better your communication will be. More communication from other people that you could be waiting for could come in, okay? More medium-sized opportunities from the universe could come in as well, okay? And then your last confirmation card here is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Again, this is a card you do want to see in this position, okay? So it talks about letting go of control, letting go of fear, letting go of coming from a place of lack or there's not enough for everybody. All right, so you see in this card, once it focuses here, I'll show you it right side up first. So it's kind of hard to see upside down. But this guy is like holding really tightly to his pentacle in his lap, okay? And he's got one under each foot and one on his head, right? So that's operating out of a place of fear, of controlling too much, not letting go, feeling like there's never going to be enough. Okay, so this message is really about letting go. That will actually make you more abundant. If you're always thinking about, I don't have enough, you're going to keep bringing in more of that energy and you're not going to get enough. But if you focus and say, I am abundant, I have more than enough, there's enough for everyone, whatever, you know, that kind of idea, that you will get more of the abundance and more of what you want, okay? So this is good. This is how you want to see this card. This is how it came out for you, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So when it's confirming the Judgment card upright and the Strength card upright, yeah, whatever this judgment is that happens for you, possibly during the first week and weekend of June here, Pisces, it's saying let go of control, let go of the fear, okay? And also let go of any, you know, issues with ego or identity, okay? Or some type of little bit of lingering anger that could be around whatever this judgment that's going to be, okay? Again, judgment could be thinking about starting something up again from the past, okay? Rebirthing something, or it could just be finally getting that judgment right from the beginning of the reading. Your Justice card was in reverse, finally getting that judgment and things being weighed correctly, okay? So the more that you realize that it is out of your control, right? The final judgment, if you think again to this card, to the end of the Bible or whatever, it's just an example. You don't have to necessarily believe all that, right? But is that if you're weighed and judged correctly, you will be reborn again or you will have afterlife, okay? So you're not in control of that. If you think about it that way, that is the gods, that is the angels, the higher powers, whatever you call it, okay, whatever your faith is, that it's up to them. So you have to let go anyway because it's not up to you, right? And so the more that you let go of control or fear or thinking again, coming from a place of lack or thinking there's never going to be enough, the more that you let go of that and realize that that's not true, unlearn those lies that society told us or parenting or whatever it is told you, okay, the more that you can come into enjoying this and judgment, whatever it is, okay? Now, when the Strength card here also shows up, right, in the Four of Pentacles, like I was saying before, because she has the affinity symbol over her head here in the clouds, your strength is timeless, okay? So even though we all have moments, hopefully it'll focus again here, try it from the bottom. Even though we all have moments where we don't feel particularly strong, okay, that's just a temporary energy. And then you know you can pull yourself out of it or lean on your support system to help you pull yourself out of it, okay? So know that you are strong, you will be strong again, you will have more courage, you will have more creativity, more abundance, okay, to accomplish or tackle whatever you're currently dealing with. And that will also remind you too, to let go of the fear, to let go of the lack mentality, and let go of the control, okay? So that is beautiful. All right. So Pisces, with all that being said, that is your tarot message. So I've already pulled your little oracle cards here. So what do we have? I don't even remember. Let's see. Okay. Your first card is you are not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. All right. And you see these two women here, kind of like a mirror image, one, you know, on the opposite side over top and one below. But there's like this lightning strike between them, or this, you know, kinetic energy, whatever you want to call it. And so this could be a message for some of you guys at this time to realize that you are not alone, to reach out to your support system, friends, family, both, whatever it may be, or even a counselor or mental professional, or even just a spiritual person, whatever it is, okay? To reach out to them and know whatever your community is, right? It also says community, okay? To reach out to your tribe and know that you're not alone. So that's beautiful. It could be a particular message for some people. And then your love oracle message, whether you're watching for romantic reasons or self-love or platonic love, it says new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. All right. So that is very nice. Okay. So hopefully it'll focus here. There we go. So yeah, even again, if it's not romantic, it could be a new friend. It could be a deeper level of a friendship or a family member you're getting to know on a deeper level, or a work partnership, or new love or appreciation for yourself even, whatever it may be. Okay, so that's very nice. And then your last oracle message here is the dog. It's super cute. And it says, your loyalty and faithlessness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Okay. So this message could definitely be for some of you guys. Just talks about conserving your energy and realizing that you yourself are the only master of your life. Okay. Yeah. Trying to think, what if there was one card it could go with. I feel like it would really be the Four of Pentacles, the last tarot card we talked about here, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, right? And too many masters, right? Fear or control, or operating from a place of lack mentality. That can be a master. That can run your life, right? So let that go and realize that you are your own master too, okay? But also, I feel like for some of you, that not for everybody, it just kind of popped in my head from my guides, is that when you do reach out and realize that you're not alone to whatever your support system may be, just make sure that you realize that even though these friends or family members or whoever it is, right, that's helping you in your community, in your tribe, to realize that they're there to help you, and know that you're not alone, but they're also not your master. So don't let them convince you of anything or take too much of your energy, that kind of thing. Just be gentle with yourself and know, your boundaries, almost like a dog, like, hey, you're in my house now, or like, that kind of energy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that is not for everybody, but maybe for somebody. Okay. So yeah, these are your messages at this time, Pisces. I'm going to post a picture in just a few minutes if you want to take a look. You don't have to, of course. But all that information will be in the description box below, with instructions if you want to check that out. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, if you want to subscribe, if you like this video and want to subscribe, it is free. So all you have to do is click on the bottom bell icon and make sure it's blue and active. And it lets you know when I put out new videos. You can select it only for Pisces videos, or you can get all notifications for videos, whatever you want. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. It does help my channel. If you want to say hello in the comments, let me know if it resonated for you or just anything. I always love to hear from you guys. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember right now. Yeah, I think that's it. So enjoy this time, and if you do watch this today or even tomorrow, enjoy the Pisces moon I was talking about. And yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then hopefully I will be back shortly with Taurus, last but not least Taurus. So if you want to join me there, you can. Even though if you're not a sun, rising, a moon, or Venus Taurus, there could still be a message for you in there. Like I've always said, that we all have all the 12 zodiac signs throughout our birth chart, so it might still resonate for you in some way. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your energy, for your support in any way, for your patience always with the new camera and everything. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, take care. Bye.